Okay, just promise me that you won't remember this for very long. Alright, welcome to a new video. I played a game the other day.
Shot it.
And I stumbled upon Vivi. Yeah, see my reaction here? Vivi? Question mark, question mark? WTF. Vivi just says yes. Just does the yes taunt. So Vivi, he's a pro from China. Definitely a top 10 player. Mainly plays Arabia. And he's very known for his funny names like Fat Pig, Fat Dragon. Always speaking in caps. And also having a second account. What he likes to do is he likes to grind it out playing super serious with his main account. Get to #1 on the leaderboard. And then he switches over to his second account, which everyone knows, by the way. It's not like he's hiding it. I even knew it was him from this username. And he plays a little bit less serious. And unfortunately for me, I mean, my elo wasn't working with DE for the longest time. It finally started working. I think I was ranked something like 82nd or 85th at the time. And this account that he was playing on was ranked 12th. So unfortunately for me, I get matched up against him. And he obviously knows my name. And we're going to have a good old time. Trust me. The freaking guy, he's been picking Kumans like crazy to get his elo up. And he compromises here and goes for Tatars. So it's not quite Kumans. It's not near as strong. But they still have Step Lancers, which really need to be nerfed. So I was, at this point, I'm already thinking YouTube content. Like, I'm already thinking chat. And I say, you like map? Question mark, question mark, question mark. And he says no. Yeah, there's been a lot of complaints of the maps because of how closed off they are. But anyways, I'm playing as the Mayans. And, oh, look at that snow leopard trapped there. That's funny. I feel like... Do you want to know how weird my brain is? It's like, I feel like we could make some awesome letters with the cliffs if we got into the scenario editor. That's how weird my brain is. I'm playing as the Mayans. I did pick Mayans. I've been playing with my no Step Lancer ruled because even if I win with Kumans or Tatars, I feel like a dirty person. So I've been going with some other civilizations which are quite strong. And according to the tech tree, Mayans should have one of the best options to counter the Step Lancers. Step Lancers are supposedly weak against archers. We'll see about that. The map is Mongolia. It's very wallable. And so if there's any map to full wall your base and go fast castle without making military, or if there's any map to maybe go drush fast castle, this would be the one. Just look at this cliff for a second. I want to show you this. Look at this cliff. Like, this here means that if he ever castles here, he can range so much of my base. It's going to be so hard to maneuver. If I'm here and I have to get like 20 tiles away, I have to walk the whole way around either side. It's ridiculous. And cliffs are so tough to deal with at times. I've said it on stream. It's not like I really like the map pool in ranked right now, but the versions of the maps are pretty poor. These are the versions of the maps that would have existed in 99 when the maps were introduced. So I wasn't sure what Vivi had in mind. I can see now that I'm casting this that Vivi is going for a fast castle. I pretty much assume that because he's already placed 3 farms, you wouldn't see that this early if you weren't going for a fast castle. And he's already beginning to wall as well, something that you also wouldn't see quite this early. I was thinking maybe scouts. I think the best thing for Tatars to do here would be the Step Lancers, so scouts is a stable unit. Going scouts into fast castle into Step Lancers would be good, and I knew that, well, Vivi's a top 10 player, he's incredible. I knew that it was going to be tough regardless, but I figured maybe if I could delay him with Drush while walling my base. My Drush is quite late, by the way. I have to work on my build orders, but yeah, I figured maybe if I could delay him, I'd go fast castle into Plumes. Those archers, which are some of the best archers in the game, would be able to counter the Steppe Lancers. Now, one thing to point out, Tatars do more damage when on top of hills. So fortunately, we're not playing on a hilly map. Unfortunately, I'm fighting him on top of this hill as we speak. Now, I was really hoping to keep this open. So, I mean, his villager's not loomed. I'm trying my best to delay him. Oh, but my militia come here, and I'm like, oh, let's attack the house because I'm good at this game. Yeah, let's just batter that house down. Oh, yeah. And Vivi realizes that I'm there, and he actually wanted to trap me, which he won't do because I'm not that bad. And his palisade gate, that's 30 wood down the drain for you if I destroy it. Yeah, look at this. Look at this troll. That's 90 wooden gates right now. He really wants to trap me. And you remember that time I said that he wouldn't do it? Well, he's kind of doing it. I can still leave. Alright, destroy that gate. I'm now coming in. I honestly felt a little bit disrespected. I was laughing, but I was laughing to forget about the pain. Because the amount of confidence he has to do all this stuff, and it really doesn't do good things for my ego. But it's good for me because the drush is just meant to harass and delay, and that's what I've done here. But he just quick-walled me in. I knew that was coming, so I tried to act like I wasn't dumb enough when I was casting it. But, you know, I played the game. I knew he was going to do that. And, I'm sorry. To my parents, my friends and family who I've let down, I'm gonna work harder next time. And to my friends who put so much on the line for this strategy, I'm sorry to leave you hanging like that. My militia are trapped. I still think it's worth it. And now it's all about getting to the castle age. His scout is weak. My eagle is weak. And he's running to my wood line. Now, he actually sees my stones. I'm able to snipe his scout, but he sees my stones. That's all he sees. So he's probably thinking, wait, hold on a second. He's not going for plumes. This could be good for me. Yeah, I don't think I thought this through. I don't think I had the scouting down. With a wall here, I didn't know this was closed off. And I didn't want to assume it if he were to go for scouts. But with a wall here, I could have gone to stone. Now, I'm in feudal age now. I want to take back the whole Drush Fast Castle thing. I actually went Drush into one archer range. I went feudal a lot earlier than him. And with Vivi, I always like to say, like, WTF and a bunch of taunts and stuff. Because that's what he tends to do, so I say WTF. I was hoping to destroy the mill. Oh, why did that happen? Sorry. He's now on his way to Castle Age. And there's really nowhere that I can damage him right now. And he says, being rushed. I'm really disappointed I can't. And smite me. Oh, man. I say no. It's cool as a caster to be able to play at their level enough where I could play in games and give them a showing, I guess. I don't know. Make them look better than they might be. Who knows? But yeah, that archer will finish off my militia. They're all there, I imagine. Yeah, there they are. And the only area that I saw, and I'm going to turn this into getting into Castle Age, but the only area that I saw that I could do damage to him was here. Unfortunately, I do not have fletching yet. And I thought it would be unwise to get fletching now because I need to click up, because I know that he's going FC. So, there we go. Now I'm on my way, and now I'll work on getting fletching. Also, I built the ranges here, because if I build them here, then it's awkward where to go. So at least here I can make a right-hand turn or a left-hand turn when I leave. Also, I mean, hindsight is 20/20. But this, I really should have scouted here and not walled like this. This is pretty novice level for me. So, Vivi created that archer range solely for one archer. And it kind of mind-gamed me, because I thought he might go for cav archers. Tatars do get extra armor on their hussars and cav archers with their one unique tech, but I forget what I was thinking at the time. But I figured I was really happy with my castle age time. I'm not too much later than him, and I'm also going to have military numbers. Vivi has created a step lancer, and he's poking me to death. And no upgrades. Kills the archers, no problem. They're not Kuman step lancers. It makes me think these units are slow. In reality, they're actually pretty fast. It's just Kumans are lightning speed. And he's on his way. He's not about to embarrass me. Because I'm going to play this really well. I might have a chance in this game, YouTube. TC on the hill. It's probably his best spot on the left. It also secures the hill. You know what? I would probably TC here if I were him. And against archers, that would be bad. This might not look ideal for farms, but it's good for security. Now, he sniped my eagle there. And now, welcome to Age of Definitive Holes. I'm walled here. Oh, wait. I'm not walled there. I'm feeling good. I'm adding TCs. I'm getting crossbow. I'm getting bodkin. And then Step Lancer pokes my villager. Vivi signals it. I say WTF no. He says yes and leaves like a gentleman. I say where? And now I'm laughing that somehow there was a hole there and he came in and then he freaking left. Do you know how insulting that is? I mean, it's a nice move because he would have killed so much. But just kill me, Vivi. Don't have mercy on me because then if I do end up winning, it's not even real. All right? Jeez. Well, my archery ranges were hidden away. I like what I did here. I kept archers inside. I could have hopped out, but I would have shown him I only had 6. And then he wouldn't have known that I had numbers here. Unfortunately, I think I killed a villager there and we just can't see it. But it's 2 kills for me, 7 deaths for him, and he has a 6 villager lead. Notice how he's not investing into a lot of upgrades. So I'm going to give you guys some tips and give you some information what to do in games where it's going to stall out and go late. Map control is always huge. I would be very hesitant about building forward buildings on Mongolia because it's very easy for someone to treb you from over the cliffs. But map control for extra gold. So there's gold. There's a gold here, and there's a gold here, and then also relics. So it depends how you want to play it, but at some point you need to get 3 TCs, and then you need to get a monastery out and try and snag relics. So I knew I probably wasn't going to do a whole lot of damage to him. I got in nice and close before I shot here so he couldn't run away. I knew that I likely was not going to kill units because of the amount of walls. I mean, this is pretty much Boomfest now. But I knew that I could maybe grab relics. I mean, it's 51 villagers versus 58. I have a population lead. It's just because I have ranged units. Unfortunately, my eco is just bad. I don't always have T90 farms and T90 lumber camps, but I don't know if you saw my starting lumber camps, but it was just the worst possible spot. And I already knew that this is going to YouTube, so say goodbye to... Well, you can't even say goodbye to my reputation, because I have a reputation for placing bad farms, so... Anyways, refreshing the lumber camps. There's the monastery. And Vivi says, come kill me. I don't remember him saying that. I think it was focused so much. Man, getting housed so much. I don't remember him saying that. Oh man, that was an opportunity to trash talk. Well, I guess, sorry Vivi, and sorry YouTube. Not sure what I would have said, but it definitely would have made him look bad. because I'm the best at trash talk, if you can't tell. But I'm thinking eventually Plumes. Plumes helps. There's a lot of adapting that needs to go on, but I'm about to snag this relic. I also see this relic, so I'm hoping to protect that and also get some value with the crossbows. Oh, are you kidding me? I actually haven't watched this wreck yet. See, I figured that he'd be waiting for me here, and he kind of is, but he also is building a town center. Well, I decided to take a risk and go the long way around. And so here I go. Through the giant maze to get to his base, with no guarantee of finding anything. Remember, this is what I see. I figured, oh, okay, I'll snipe a bunch of vills because he'll have his siege on the front. And he does. 86 vills for him and 72 for me. So I've got to make this count. He's going for Lancers. Alright, he's going to go for Lancers. Vivi's a big boomer. I need to do damage. I have the counter to Lancers. 1 vil, 2 vil, and 2 vil. And now, I realize, oh shoot. Well, this is a pickle. The only way out is here. So I really want to see Vivi's point of view on this. Okay, so when I was controlling my units, I figured that he would try and cut me off. And so instead of going to the right, I come back to the left. And I also figured that once I do this, he's going to be behind me and that I could maybe just dive bomb in and do damage. And I signal as if to say, haha, gotcha, Vivi. He went exactly where I wanted him to think I was going. And here I come. I pretty much expected to lose these crossbows at this point. So I was hoping to pick off vills. And honestly, I was really happy with what I've done here because he's off of gold. He has like 10 or so idols. He's also really focused. You know, he's housed at the moment. And I'm still able, he brought his Mangonel back, and then I'm still able to run away. If these were Plumes, I could have done so much more damage, get in real quick and get out. Here he fires with the attack round. Bloop! Just kidding. Fire again. Bloop! Just kidding. And now I think I have to get out of here. And there we go. Meanwhile, he's been stonewalling everything. So, full stonewall. He has 2 relics. Oh no, my monk. Does he know about the other one? He doesn't know about the other one. I have really good scouting if I do say so myself. Look at my scouting. Is this Viper? And I'm about to get the 3rd relic. I'm also on my way to the Imperial Age. He is doing what I would call an extended boom. So if you go for an extra town center, you're putting so much more food into vil production, it delays your imp, but then you'll probably have a 20 or so vil lead. So I was hoping to get a power spike with faster imp. And still creating crossbows for now. Here I am. So 3 ranges producing. Another range. Ranges. It's kind of hard to go into Plumes until you have a few castles, so at least at this stage of the game. You can start the momentum early in Castle Age, but I think continuing with crossbows right now was probably the way to go. So the guy, this whole time, the reason he can go for an extended boom is because he's picking a Civ with Step Lancers, like a tryhard. It's his Smurf account. It's your Smurf account, Vivi. Go random. Wow, he's more okay with losing on this account, I guess. But I'm doing well. I have the population lead, 146 to 132. Here he does see me though. Oh, no, he didn't see me. No bracer or anything yet for me, and good bit of micro. So I love the runner there. Little splitterooski. He's still doing a lot of damage. There's no avoiding it. 7 pierce armor on scorpions. Get into the minimum range, numbnuts. Oh my god, I'm bad. Oh god, I'm bad. But you know what? We still have the population lead. We've denied the walls. And I figured, let's push. But it's Mongolia, and there's like nowhere to go. I mean, I could come here, but he's just going to wall me out, and then he can delete some walls and loop around behind because of the cliffs. That's the issue. It promotes defense so much that, you know, I'm expecting him to go Mass Step Lancer. He actually created Knights. It's weird. And Knights are going to be better versus Archers for now. But anywho, so I was really thinking, oh, that hurts. That if I run in here, he'd come up behind me with army. It might also just be the fact that I'm a little bit psyched out because I know I'm playing him as well. But hey, it's been a competitive game. I castle the right side of my base. I'm expecting this to go late. I castle here or here. Next to the gold will be necessary. And I actually didn't want to castle here because he can use the cliff. Like this cliff is going to be the bane of my existence. Because normally I would castle on the front, but I don't want to do that, so I decided to castle the left side instead. Which is a little bit safer. So I've been Nymph for a while, and you might be thinking, T90, where are the trebs? Honestly, I don't know. I don't actually have any reasoning for not having trebs right now. But I'm town centering this extra gold. I remember this being frustrating. He sent one Step Lancer, and I just happened to click my arbs this way because I saw the villagers on the house. And so the town center slowed down significantly. I guess it would have taken forever because of this castle. This castle probably should have been forward-ish. I'm making trebs out of this one, so I've given him some real time. I do not have obsidian arrows, by the way. Obsidian arrows, I would melt through this wall pretty quickly. Unfortunately, I don't really have the economy for it right now. But I am going out to this gold. I'm just taking as much gold as possible. And now he's going for Step Lancers. So, Vivi, smack talk me a little bit. He's a nice guy. He's a very good player, one of my favorite. He's very much a tryhard though. And you'll notice he runs over here, sees my units, sees the outpost, sees the villagers on gold, and he thinks, you know what? Well, I had to pause there. You know what? I'm going to leave that outpost there. Now, I don't know if that was intentional at the time, but that will come into play. Step Lancers are only 30 gold a pop. And they are incredibly strong. And this town center will melt to them. They attack so fast. Now, here I come. Now, I see the Step Lancers, and I figured we have full upgrades on our Arbalest. Let's try Halb. Full Halberdier, Arbalest, and then we'll mix in Plume. That's the best possible thing that Mayans can do here. Vivi, he is now getting Fortified Wall. Gotta love the pathing here with this cliff. Gotta love it. I can't move around. I can't breathe. But I did know that I didn't have a lot of mobility, so I began... Ooh, that was rough. I began to stonewall this up. Because I didn't want him to... Yeah, and this as well. I didn't want him to just run circles around me. And this castle was to secure the right side. Because I know that he could go Ram and Step Lancer there. I've completely lost this side right now. He has so many Step Lancers and so many resources. And we do have similar amounts of relics, but he has this 3 tile gold. And my Treb actually went the whole way around there. It's so frustrating. Like, my Trebs still aren't firing, man. It's probably infuriating for you as well. Trust me, it was for me in game. I would click the Trebs to the castle. Look! I would click the Trebs to the castle, and then I'd go to a bunch of other things, and then I'd be like, oh no. Of course there's a hole there. Like, that is not a hole, Definitive Edition. How? But anyways, I was focused on doing other things, trying to keep 48 Step Lancers out of my base. But I do begin to treb here, and yes, he has the extra golds, but this is probably the best unit comp that I can go for. Here come the Step Lancers. Now, Step Lancers can group up around things since they have range, and since they attack so quickly, watch what happens to my army. First off, DE's pathfinding is pretty bad. I think that's a lot of it too. Like, my units barely get time to fight. But my halbs go down. It's just ridiculously OP. It's ridiculously OP. It's insane. And normally you'd box archers in like this. This is normally what you do against melee units, but you can't do it against Step Lancers, and now I can't leave. Now I can't leave. And I'm laughing. It was a mixture of laughter and frustration. And I just say a bunch of ones, 11, WTF. This is when you know, like, when someone's just toying around with you like this is when you know a unit is broken. I have 3 relics, and I have 50 military, which honestly isn't as high as it should be or will be in this game. This unit costs 30 gold, and it's only 900 food and 500 gold to upgrade. You can stack them. He has 29 units stacked over 3 tiles, and my castle is going down so quickly. So take a moment, look at Vivi's resources. We've already trolled each other. He is one of my favorite players, and I talk to him frequently, and so he's obviously confident having this OP Civ. That's really the only thing he has over me as a player is the Civ. And so he wants to make me feel a little bit bad about myself. Do you remember the outpost that he left here? He's building a wonder where I can see it. He's building a wonder at the only spot that I can see in his base. The frickin' troll, man. The frickin' troll. Now, I'm preoccupied. And by the way, he has a lot over me as a player, if you couldn't tell. Not just the Step Lancers. I'm occupied using my fully upgraded elite plumed archers, which should be the counter to this unit. And I see it, and I signal WTF. I don't signal WTF, I say double TF, but I do laugh now. And now I'm determined. I say I know army. Yeah, I mean, I'm determined to make him pay. Because that's 1,000 wood, 1,000 stone, and 1,000 gold to build. And I still have 3 relics. And my resources last longer as mine. So I'm determined to make him pay. He has 46 of these units. And everything I make just melts to them. I am missing Blast Furnace. If I remember correctly, I forget that for quite some time. But I have full defense upgrades on the halves. I have full upgrades on the plumes. I have 2 castles here. All he wants to do is destroy the castle. And he's just tossing away numbers. Time and time and time again. Wow, that's really close. And the castle goes down. To Step Lancers. Also here, he's poking me to death. He's taking out barracks. So I've already kind of prepped to need more of them on this side. I'm also thinking that maybe I could raid here. I did think there's no way I'm going to let him win the game with that wonder still standing. So that was also the logic. My units they just are disappearing. All of my barracks are producing halbs. My castles are really out of position, but they're queued up with plumes. I guess that leaves me with 2 castles. Well, 3, but we know this one's gonna die. I really want to inspect this. Do my halbs even get hits in? Let's see. It's really how the unit engages and how quickly it engages. But let's see if my units even get hits. Here, and that's pretty good when I get a surrounds. But in numbers, the Step Lancer is just so far superior to everything. Yeah, look, because the whole group can hit. That's ridiculous. And it's always huge to take out Mayan castle numbers. I have 80 military, guys. 80 military. I can't patrol properly because of these dumb cliffs. I'm trying my best. So here I noticed that I was sending units in one by one. So I'm trying to regroup into this little hole, but you can't clump up plumed archers in a small choke against step lancers. So I'm really, I mean, he's faster than me, and I can't clump up, so I'm really at a loss for what to do. I'm still at 200 more population than him, and he did build a wonder. Here we have some plumes and halbs. He patrols into it. That is insane value for those steps. I think I end up winning the fight, though. Kind of. Oh, he just clicked them forward. Okay. It's stressing me out. Why am I why do I have to run with plumes? I wanted to try this. I figured I've gotten into small little spots before. Let's try this one, because this looks cute. It would be good against any other unit. It's really not very good. And now my barracks have gone down, so the lack of production buildings is really going to make life awkward for me now. And he also has castled this right-hand side to get the gold back, and we'll clean this up. So I'm producing from all the way back here, and I have to send units in and around. It's so weird. You see, I have to send them in through here. So tough. Vivi does not have a lot of gold remaining, but he has tons of step lancers. And he does also have wood that he can sell. I mean, the KD, if you were to look at the stats, it would not tell the whole story. I can hold my head up high. That's what I tell myself when I cry before bed each night. But I can hold my head up high with how I played in this game. Versus a top 15 player, I'll take it. I've only put in 6 years non-stop of gameplay, and you know, that's all to get here, but totally worth it. Totally worth it. Hey, what are archers supposed to do? Hit and run. What am I trying to hit and run? So I don't make the same mistake as before, but I can't run forever. I can't run forever, and now I signal his trebs. I maybe shouldn't have done that because I still had a chance in this game, but continuing the spirit of trolling each other, I signal his trebs to say, hey dude, you're sending 5 trebuchets into my army. He already built wonders, so at this point if I win, it doesn't count. So, why not? Why not signal it? I did regret it though, because now I'm like, well great, well now he's gonna have 5 trebs to treb down my castles and my barracks. I lock the gate and I'm on the other side now. And I was really undecided in this moment of what to do. Because I really wanted to destroy the trebs now. But I can't open that gate, because if I open the gate, it's trouble. Here come my other plumes. By the way, holy T90 farms. Unfortunately, I can't engage versus units ever. And that castle drops, and now more barracks for me. So I'm thinking more helps. And at this point, 71 military for him, and it is 76 for me. He has way more than I can deal with. I had plumes, and I had... Okay, I'm not sure... I'm not sure how that got there. But I have a treb and a villager in the corner. He's doinking down my barracks. And his trebs will slowly sling fiery rocks at the other barracks and take them down. Now, I have 55 plumes. If you don't believe the step lancers are broken, I have 55 plumed archers. Archers are supposed to be the counter. I have halbs coming in on the right, and I will admit there's not a lot of them. And I figured this could be a good fight for me. I have to run further back. It's 53 to 29. I have to run further back. I'm still taking good fights. And here come more. They're so cheap. This castle is actually at 48 HP, and I just realized that. Oh my god. I really felt like I could win this game at this point. Maybe not. No, 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 no. Get back, get back, get back. Alright, I'm building more barracks. Just gotta keep those plume numbers alive. We're both relying on only relic gold right now. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, we would have to sell, so he's probably... Oh, wow, he has 10,000 wood to sell. That's a lot. But if it's 68 Mayan military... Oh, the slaughter. I was intentionally getting rid of pop space here, so I could get more military. But if we both have 80 military, it's pretty obvious who's going to have the edge. I've just been running all Imperial. It's just nuts. It's just crazy what this unit can do. I mean, I'm laughing. Like, I have insane production. All my barracks are queued up, and it just won't stop. He won't stop producing them. He's producing like a madman, and all he wants is my castles. That's all he wants. He really has the patrol down, though. I think he's patrolling on stand ground, so they stack like that. I was buying stone during all of this to repair, hoping to take the Treb out, and I got 4 out of the 5 Trebs. Those were the Trebs I probably should have destroyed before telling Vivi, but I'm too much of a troll to let that happen. So now, I need to produce arbs for archers instead of plumes, and plumes are a lot more mobile. Vivi's stable is just queued up with step planters non-stop. What a beast. And I still haven't quite given it up yet. I still haven't quite given it up. I'm trying. That's so dumb! Did you see that? How many helms did I have? 30? That's so crazy. Oh, jeez. Anyway, sorry. I had given up hope. I'm gonna continue to produce. I have something like 15 barracks queued up. I still have 31 plumes alive. Figured I might have a chance. The score is also pretty close. If it was 4 relics for him and 1 for me, I would have called it. But I was hoping that the relics might do it for me. Now, really, he just needs to send in some groups to the left to raid me. I'll eventually run out of wood, actually. Yeah, I'm chopping through a lot of this wood. I decide to build more barracks forward because, you know, 15 barracks producing isn't enough, so let's make it 25. Here's where I really did start to struggle because I was so much on the back foot. I would set the gather point here, set the gather point here, because I couldn't stream them in like I was doing. And then I had to patrol the groups in, so I'm actually at 84 military now. And I sometimes began to forget where units were. I also have 10 idols, which I guess happens. I decided I needed to keep him out and really try and push this. So here I come. So 31 plumes and 30 halbs. Oh, I'm sorry, 47 halbs with the plumes. First off, the patrol is super weird, especially when you don't patrol towards the units. Okay, that's my bad. But they just melt everything. He doesn't even need to micro. He has so many, though. Oh my goodness. He has so many. No. Oh no. Oh. He's just showing me who's king. He's showing me who the fat pig is here. All right. That's what he's doing. He could raid me. I say make real unit, Vivi. WTF. And he's laughing. Now, Vivi streams on some Chinese streaming website, which I wouldn't necessarily suggest hunting down unless you want 15,000 pop-ups when you arrive. But I do go to his stream periodically just because he seems like such a funny guy. I obviously have no clue what he's saying, but when he giggles and stuff. Did you see that? Did you see that stand ground patrol? Did you see how he just surrounded my units? The way these units stack is just unbelievable. That was probably the most ridiculous fight of this entire game, what he did to those halbs there. Like 20 halbs just one-shotted. But yeah, anyways, so I go to his stream. I actually should go back and see what he was saying during this, but he just laughs and laughs and giggles and giggles. He once played me in a game where I beat him, and then I went back and watched and saw that he was lighting a cigarette and tabbed out for a minute in Dark Age. That didn't make me feel very good, so he was probably playing this one with one hand or something. So I don't know when it happens. Man, I was very stubborn. I'm at 130 pop now. I think this is where it happens. Yeah, okay, so I know that I'm dead. The only thing that I wanted was to take out this wonder, like I said earlier. So this is my attempt. I say wood, please, because this is the only wood I can really take. Vivi signals the wood that is where we've been fighting. Thanks, Vivi. Yeah, not like you're going to arrive there and destroy me at any point in time. But here are my villagers on a mission. Now, I didn't see this right away, but I could tower hop. Or not tower hop, tree hop. So I was hoping that this E had overchopped. I say, WTF, let me in. So I kind of, you know, give him an idea of what I'm going for. But shh. Shh. I think, did he intentionally send the scorpion away? I think he might have. He has 72 step lancers. I'm repopped now. We actually both have 72 military. I have mainly halbs though, 60. It's a lot of units. And here we go. Okay, so single trees you can do this. Not whole forest, but single trees. This is the mission. He says raiding party. I assume that's because he's going to fight here. I try and do spread formation. Spread these units out a little bit. Keep them separated. The pathing on my patrol is really bad. Look at that, man. My units don't even... Look at that! They don't even move. Which doesn't really help matters. And then I tried. And he picked off. Yeah, did he delete that? Did he try and let my villagers survive? Anyways, I tried to build a siege workshop and ram that down. And I say GG with a heart because I love the guy to death, even though he's such a tryhard to pick a Step Lancer Civ on his second account, which is supposed to be for fun games. But it was a good game. And I figured that you guys might enjoy watching me suffer a little bit, enjoy the banter between Vivi and I, and enjoy the fact that I got Wonder dropped. Pretty Wonder, by the way. This looks very nice. I wouldn't mind chilling out in that building at some point. So, 813 kills for him. 599 units lost. He only made one unit the entire game. My largest army was 97. That's half of my possible population, and that is not doable. He had 68,672 food collected in this game, and that resulted in a whole lot, more gold too, because he probably sold it with that mega boom. Also, he had both 3-tile golds, or most of it. That is 6 total tiles of 800 gold. Quick math tells me that is for 4,600 gold. I think the rest of the gold was probably because of the selling. It was all part of his plan. I did scout more of the map than him. We said before the game that whoever scouted more would be the real winner in YouTube's eyes. So I win. And 3-2 with the relics, obviously. And unfortunately, he had a wonder. Which looks beautiful. I have to admit, it looks beautiful in this timeline. So, to the people who feel a bit bad for me because I just got run over by Step Lancers, I love you and thank you for watching. And to the people who don't feel bad for me and get some type of sick pleasure from my downfall. I also love you, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. You thought I was going to say something different there.